Are we recording?
Yeah, we are.
So this is sponsored by Black and Tan Beer and Whole Foods, which I only buy booze at because I have a gift card to there. So this is sponsored by Whole Foods, really, because it's gotten me where I am today.
Wait, so what I miss?
So wait, what did I miss?
So what I miss? Hello, everyone, and welcome to So What I Miss, the show. So What I Miss, the show where we show how little we know about a show. We will take shows and only watch the finale, nothing else, and judge the whole thing just based on the one episode we saw today. We saw another canceled show. The show, Kyle XY, and joining me today is the Cha as well as A. Ward. Hello.
A. Ward, local comedian legend.
Everyone knows in Mobile. Everyone.
Hopefully. Everyone.
The hope of the town.
Everyone in this room.
But Kyle XY, this is a show that went on for 3 seasons.
On ABC Family.
ABC Family.
But it feels like a CW show. It's like everyone's CW hot, but on ABC Family, which ABC Family is very sexual.
ABC Family chemistry, definitely.
I actually had no idea. I had no clue until I stepped into the building today about what I was in store for.
Never even heard of it.
No. I even wrote a note like when it first came on that I saw TV 14 in the corner because there was so much. It was kind of like Nor. It was lit so darkly, and I was like, TV 14 with this amount of like shadows. I'm like, either this is gonna be amazing or I'm not.
ABC drama.
Dude, it's preteen prestige.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it really is. Just like Pretty Little Liars on ABC Family before, which.
And that I have not seen. So.
You have to see the last episode.
It's a good last episode.
It's a good little movie actually, but this one.
Standalone.
Only like 42 minutes. They really thought that they were going to get another season, so it's unfortunate. But this had 43 episodes. Went on from June 2006 to March 2009. The episode we saw was Bringing Down the House. Now, question: do you guys think that this episode brought down the house?
It was okay.
Okay. A lot of learning, yeah.
Emotionally, it kind of destroyed me. There were a few moments.
Oh, yeah. It did leave us. Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. It really did leave us in a bad state, but let's just the first words of the episode. I don't know if you guys heard them exactly, but
yeah, he was all like betrayal, deceit, abstractions.
Oh, I have it exactly. Ruse, charade, deception. No matter how you define the words, they begin and end with a lie.
Do you think Donald Trump watches this show?
Yeah, I think
I was thinking, God damn it, this show has poetry.
The show knows the future. It was very, very aware in its time on ABC Family with that
pre-prestige, anticipated prestige.
Yeah. But, so, you know absolutely nothing about this. You didn't even know about the belly button list.
No, I didn't know there was a channel called ABC Family.
Formerly the Christian Broadcast Network, and it is now actually known as Fusion Channel.
Fusion?
It's Fusion now.
That sounds like an off-brand tampon.
Well, I mean, they're including so many gay characters. They're just like, we're a fusion.
Oh, an off-brand gay tampon.
Because there was a gay inclusion in this in a very, very small way.
Yeah, who was gay? Somebody had 2 moms. It was suggested.
Josh's girlfriend who left him, but
Amanda. The blonde.
Not Amanda. No, it was Andy.
Andy, the fucking Skype bitch.
The Skype bitch. Exactly, but we haven't even gotten to the start. Okay.
Damn it! I didn't write her name down.
Yeah, it was Andy, and she left. Okay, we'll get to Josh right now. Josh is a brother that we should not care about, but for some reason he got it.
He's so secondary.
Yeah, for some reason he's in the episode.
Is that the one that was playing video games?
Yeah, the one that was playing video games and in bed. And
he looks like Reese from Malcolm in the Middle.
He does a lot.
I'm like, is that their biological son? Cause
that's the biological. Yeah, that's the real one they have to deal with.
Even though no one else is biological.
It just seemed like everybody else in here, have their own little nuances that makes them special, except you. Yeah, and the only thing you do that's special is get help from a special person.
Yeah, it's like I'm having really regular girlfriend issues. Like, does anyone know how to throttle a girlfriend long distance when she's pissing you off? Does that mean beat her up?
I don't know. Like,
should that girlfriend be like #MeToo because she has a Skype relationship and she's getting abused on Skype?
I don't know. The first
thing somebody on Skype.
But he says this in a room full of meta-humans.
But there's 2 parent figures, one of whom looks like Mel Gibson.
But the first thing that Josh says in his room, like he wakes up and he realizes Andy is not there. I guess they're sleeping together, you guys, on ABC Family. It's crazy.
Yeah, he's in a king-size bed, and he is like a prince-sized person.
Yeah, it's a prince-sized preteen.
As opposed to all the other teenagers, which are 30?
Yeah,
as well as
basically.
7.
Yeah, he actually looks like he might be of the age to play a kid. But the first thing he said, whenever he realized Andy was not there, is, playing hide-and-seek is not cool with parents downstairs. What does that mean? Are they... What...
I don't
hide
know.
and seek game that
I've never
ABC
had sex
Family.
before, so I don't understand.
Oh
what
yeah,
that
I don't
means.
understand playing hide and seek, dude.
Yeah,
That's some mature shit
that
right
must be
there.
some adult shit.
But she left him a note on his
No, they
pillow.
were playing, hide and go get it. You never played hide and go get it?
No, I haven't like gone underneath
Me
the
either.
bed.
I haven't, but I heard about it. I found out
Dude,
about
I
it.
saw
If you
a
haven't,
clip of
like,
it.
no. Everybody
Online.
agrees to play hide and go get it.
Everybody
So
can.
everybody goes hide, and then when you go run off, whatever you find, you go and get it. Hide and
Yeah.
go get it.
In
That's
the
a
place
great
that they
game.
pick.
I don't know.
That's like spin the bottle for like
It is.
drunk adults.
It's almost
Yeah.
like sex sardines.
Sex sardines.
But
It's like Domino's, but with human beings. You knock over their self-esteem.
You know what? Now that you mention it, it does sound like fun. As long as I'm getting it.
this is a new game for everybody tonight. Sex sardines.
Hide and
find
go
the
get
sex.
it.
Hide and go get it.
Oh my god! But
Hide
so
and go
that's
get it.
that. Okay, so he's playing that in his bedroom.
He thinks he is until he finds this note on his pillow
Okay.
to Josh, which is the kid, from Andy, who says that she's going to Cleveland.
And she just left him a note.
Oh, and they're in Seattle. I figured that out. Yeah, I wrote that down. They
That's
are
like-
in Seattle.
They could be long distance because like the population is less dense up there, you know. So like between her and him,
Seattle is a weird fucking place. I can see how this happened there.
yeah, Seattle is where Grey's Anatomy universe takes place, and shit's always happen at that hospital. Like they blow up randomly.
And they get like boy men and stuff.
So many terrorist attacks.
Okay, let's get to Kyle himself, the man of the titular
Kyle
man.
XY. All I know about the show is like the promos like show that he doesn't have a belly button. It's like,
No belly button.
where's my belly button? Even on the show, like on the show, his belly button is like CGI'd out. But then, like, right beneath his belly button, you can see real skin and his little bumpies from having his belly waxed.
So it's like he was never born, you guys.
Because he had his belly waxed and his belly button CGI'd out.
But full disclosure, I do have the ad on my door, actually. I have an ad of Kyle XY showing off his no belly button. I thought it was a hilarious image that I've always tried to live up to.
Since 2009, you thought it was hilarious?
I thought it was hilarious. It's probably 2006, actually, when it actually started. Because that's when they were doing the big
Okay,
campaign.
so I was 16. You were 12.
Yeah.
Perfect age for the show. Is
Perfect
this where
age,
you learned
yeah.
everything you know about sexuality?
Well, from the promo, yeah, I learned that I'm not adequate. I have a
Dudes
belly
don't have
button.
belly
It's an innie instead of a non-existy, so it's hard. It's what I'm gonna say. It's hard for me. But Kyle himself, he's born in a pod. Yeah, he's a pod man. This is a clone we're
Yeah,
dealing
pod
with, you
man.
guys. This is a super clone, which is the big twist for us. I'm sure people who actually watched the show knew he was super powerific. We did not. We watched the superpowers
I
reveal
had no
themselves.
idea.
Like, we
Wow.
couldn't tell. From his eyes, he just looks like, what am I doing here? What are you guys watching me right now? What's going on?
He just looks like your average 7-year-old played by a 30-year-old who looks like a 16-year-old.
But what are all his
Impossible beauty
powers?
standards.
What are all of his powers? He's got super hearing. He can hear heartbeats outside of
He
windows.
has a lot of emotions.
Oh, you're just spilling everything. It's a disaster.
It's a disaster.
It's a
This whole
disaster.
podcast is going on.
Actually, I think he has like supervision. You know, it's like Coke vision or whatever. I mean, it looks like right before the actor who plays him, took some bump, and so he just looks around the room like a hurricane, but he's constantly tracking everything that's going on.
His pupils
You
are
know.
crazy sometimes. Like, they're just
Yeah.
twitching back and forth.
Right now, they're just like, oh my god, he can see everything. It's
And
just like he's
in a
3D
dark
printing
room,
everything
but
in his
light's
mind
shining
right now.
directly into his eyes.
Right.
So he's in a dark room, but his pupils are
Right.
doing the wrong
Like,
thing.
So Super Coke Vision, he can jump
He can jump
He can
like
jump.
40 feet.
40 fucking feet.
At least 40 feet in a single bound.
Just
Like,
out of nowhere.
only in a warehouse.
Like, not even like, oh, I gotta
I don't
stretch
know.
first. Just no. I'm sure if he
But
stretched
this
first.
did that next one though. Remember the one that caught me?
Telekinesis.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
man.
like if a pen is dropping, he can stop it from
What?
dropping, but he has to try really
But
hard.
How much does it suck that you have telekinesis, but all you can do is just stop small things from falling? You can't make them raise up any longer.
No,
you can't make them go down any faster. All you can do is
like
just
a
stop.
rudimentary Jedi. Like he's just learning the Force.
He's just starting
like
out.
His nose still bleeds. Like 11.
And he also has super blue eyes too.
Super blue eyes. His hair is super big.
Super
like
super
biggest
gelled.
I've
Yeah, he's
ever
super
seen.
jelly hair. And he was just fucking born, right? Like he had a 15-year gestation period.
Oh no, you forgot about he turns into a power dynamo every time he kisses. I don't know.
But different shit happens, like with some girls.
I don't know what that person is.
The love triangle. Let's get into this love triangle that Kyle has gotten himself stuck in.
A triangle?
It's a triangle because the window
thought it
girl.
was everybody fucks Kyle.
Oh yeah, Cassidy.
Everybody
It's a
fucks
love
Kyle.
square.
Like everybody loves Raymond.
Yeah.
Everybody hates Chris, and everybody fucks the shit out of the retard alien boy that showed up with no belly button.
Yeah.
But there is a dead girl. And I guess dead is another word for autistic, just like in private practice. Like, traumatized is another word for autistic, because she shows up sexy and autistic. And she's like, your arms have increased in diameter, and your pectoral muscles are inflamed with pubic love. And, like, she's, like, grabbing on them. And but then
we actually have that scene right here if you want to.
Let's do it.
Let's get a little listen
Let's
to
get
what
it.
this dialogue sounds
Y'all
like.
have been sitting with us for a long time. You deserve a sex scene.
You deserve some great musical selections. So here we go.
Your arms are growing.
Look at those nipples.
Yeah. They're at least half a centimeter bigger in circumference. Have you increased your exercise regimen?
Maybe a little.
A little. He's been masturbating more.
Your
She can
your
smell it on his
pectoral
belly button.
muscles are also expanding.
He is shirtless, by the way, guys.
Yeah, she just walked in on someone who lives in her house.
Your head feels nice.
Your hand is a head. That's like his autistic poetry.
And now she's feeling up his no belly button region.
Yeah.
Very creepy, but confirmation. But no belly button.
I mean, that whole scene had to be there to establish the no belly buttonness and how sexy it would be if people didn't have belly buttons.
That's like the one flaw, like in all of my past relationships. It's like, oh, he was really nice. He was great. He had a belly button.
Fucking belly button. Oh,
gross.
God.
I'm starting to think that part of the show was sponsored by the Plastic Surgeons Union of America to try to generate a whole fad of no belly buttons.
We fill in the gaps in your life.
Yeah, for $20,000 or less.
But the tagline of the show, the reason I brought up the ad earlier, the tagline of the show is, "He is not alone."
Yeah, so what we learn is that there are others, one of which you don't realize it at first, but this guy Cassidy, who kind of seems like a sex guru / magician.
/ Heath Ledger in his prime.
Yeah, like he's like CW hot, but they let his hair grow long to a creepy length, and they dyed it black. There's one on every one of those shows.
Man, and he has some killer fucking pork chops. Like, his pork chops are so fucking badass. Remember we were talking about that?
Yeah.
He looked like he could be a lead singer in the band, but still not be able to play any instrument.
None of them. He says he plays bass, but don't believe him. Just
couldn't make it as a wise man. Couldn't cut it as a blind man stealing.
But look at these chops that I've grown.
Look at these mutton chops. He's a man now, yeah.
Yeah, but
he's one of those people like Paula would let him into American Idol just so she could bang him later.
He was freaking me out at first, man. He really was, because he came in like every time he came in, like things got darker. Like everything was already dark. Everything was shot dark. I'm very particular to that shit, right?
It was
but as soon as
dark.
he showed up, every scene he was in, it got darker. I was like instantly, I was like, whoa, who's this
The
dude,
only person
man?
that brings in any light is that blonde in a tank top who comes in through his window.
Amanda,
drive-through lady.
Amanda, no, that's the heartbeat chick. We back to the superpowers.
Back to superpowers.
Okay,
Back to
that's the
superpowers.
heartbeat chick.
Heartbeat from outside. She came up to the window. And this apparently she
feel
does
her
this a
heartbeat.
lot, okay? And she was like, "Yeah, I can feel her heartbeat. Get out of here, other."
But
hoe.
the other chick
My
was
new
like, "Are you still doing that?" I was like,
Yeah.
"What is going on?"
It's like they probably
here?
been broken up for a couple episodes.
my
She expects
God.
him to already not be telekinesising into this lady's chest.
And just go into up to window. What is her Amanda do?
I mean, but he brushes off like, "It just happens now."
That's
I
what
was
they
like,
all
"Oh,"
say.
and but that was before I knew he could jump 40 feet. I'm just
yeah.
saying, it's kinda like you can brush people to the side like that, but when you can jump 40 feet, like, yeah, whatever.
And stop shit from falling. That's very important too.
Yeah, like he
Yeah.
can stop a pin from hitting the ground.
Oh
Yeah,
my god!
Stop bottles from falling. Anything. This guy is impressive.
Exactly.
That's why we go up to his window to try and get laid.
So
from
he's
him.
all like, how is it that I feel butterflies from one person and then I feel electricity from another? It's like every guy trying to like compartmentalize his like main bitch and his side chick. It's like, well, I feel different things like butterflies and electricity.
But his other chick,
Oh.
Jessie, who was listening to that whole conversation very
Okay.
creepily. Yeah. I thought she was evil because of that. But are they related? Because they're both clones. They both do not have the belly buttons. So,
I thought they were related because they lived in the same house, and the blonde lady and Mel Gibson look alike. We're both like parenting over them.
they adopted them.
So they're
Yeah.
foster cousins.
But the thing is, they just like, okay,
No,
I have something to reveal to you actually. The opening scene.
they stole them. They stole those metahumans. They helped develop them with billions of dollars from a parent corporation, and then they stole the
Yeah.
results once it finally worked.
What is it, like Lacknock? That's where they do it, in this
Yeah.
mystical city called Lacknock? Or maybe it's a lab.
I
Maybe
think the
it's a
lab is
Well,
Lacknock, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
But
Something.
but it sounds too much like Ragnarok or whatever. It's
Yeah,
like
that's
some
what I
Thor
thought.
shit or some shit like that. I was like, man, what the fuck is going
Isn't
on?
that like it?
man?
I think Ragnarok technically just means an ancient war or something.
Ancient
I don't
war?
know.
Yeah, it just
I
means
don't
like a
know.
big war, like big
I don't
big
know.
fight. Ragnarok, yeah.
Ragnarok.
Like Viva Rock City, Flintstones movie.
Las Vegas.
Here's a reveal, though. This is how Kyle XY starts. This is how it all began, people. We're gonna take a little dose into this.
I mean, is this the first of the first?
This is the first of the first. This is how it all.
Oh, I feel like a virgin again.
Yeah, we're about to see some new shit. This is how it all started.
My birth was unconventional at best.
He couldn't act back then. He's
Naked
learned
in a
lot.
field, fetal position.
Oh,
My first
it's just
memory
like
was waking up
Terminator.
in the forest.
There's still poetry.
Like
Yeah.
a newborn baby, I had no idea who I was or what was happening.
Oh,
Where's
I could
my
have
belly
shot
button?
this.
Dude, we should do it. We should just make we should make a whole television show.
I-
Oh,
eyes
fuck
were
that.
shut.
We
Takes
can
place in the
reenact this. We can reenact this too.
We could do the season 4 fan fiction that people have written.
Yeah.
Every
Oh
sight,
yeah, we
sound,
should.
and
They
feeling
deserve
was
it. His
unfamiliar.
fingers are far apart
And-
for a guy who's born yesterday.
Very sticky.
But we should stop right here.
Stop right here.
No,
Stop.
no, I'm talking about if we reenact it.
Oh yeah, just do this
Yeah.
first minute.
Yeah.
And then turn it into a music video.
We all dance. It's Bollywood at the end.
Oh god, there's a snake.
Oh fuck
Yeah,
it.
that's why I said we should
Yeah.
stop. I knew we should have stopped before the snake showed up. It's fuck that
Well, one of
snake.
us could be the snake.
It's biblical,
It's
y'all.
a metaphor. Whoa. That was a lot of nudity for ABC Family.
What the fuck? Is he in the zoo enclosure? What the fuck is that?
It's like I woke up naked in
in
the
the
New Orleans
California
Zoo.
redwoods. Are there rattlesnakes in the California redwoods?
There's
CGI rattlesnakes
Every
everywhere you
species
look.
has one thing
Crawling
that
on your
allows for the creative
skin.
balance of nature.
Stop it.
I can just film you and put them anywhere.
Alright, that's how it
Okay,
all
wait a
began.
minute. Where is he going? No, we can't show anymore.
Yeah, we can't.
So those parents just took that kid.
Yeah, they just took that kid off the street. He
And
could have been
Jesse.
a 3,000-year-old vampire.
Yeah.
But instead, he was a 15-year-old baby.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like 3. The episode we watched, he's like 3-year-old. That knew a lot.
It's really sexy for a 3-year-old.
Yeah, born sexy yesterday. Just like Firefly, you guys. He was born sexy in a pod.
Or like Fifth Element. That's
Or
like a
Fifth
whole
Alley,
thing. Like
yeah.
the chick in Fifth Element. It's
But-
the whole born sexy yesterday trope.
Never a dude. So this is a little bit of a change. But we do have a
Well,
chick.
no. Terminator is born sexy yesterday.
I guess, but they're not really learning. They're more robots.
But he is learning because he's
Oh,
all like,
yeah.
hasta la vista, baby.
I am like
you
your
know?
dog. Yeah, I guess.
He's
It's the
dumb
algorithm.
hot. Yeah, it's Mark's algorithm.
But it's not for. I guess it's not for complete sexiness in Terminator. Because are we supposed to be wanting to sleep with Arnold Schwarzenegger?
They hired him because he's a fucking like bodybuilder, like Playgirl model guy. Like,
yeah, but those were the days where they were hiring some weird looking dudes because they had like cool skills.
Like,
I think it was.
Arnold Schwarzenegger got his job because of his looks, just like any woman, just like Marilyn Monroe. And I'm not saying he's not great. I'm not saying Marilyn Monroe's not great. They both were like cultural juggernauts that got their job because they seem dumb, but they're kind of smart. They're really sexy.
I would like to tag that. I don't know if you heard me. I gotta sit up a little bit, but I gotta tag that too. I've been making this Wilt Chamberlain joke recently for only the exact same reason. It is because people forget that for the time, these people were giants. Wilt Chamberlain and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, yeah.
You know, for that time.
It's like the biggest dude I know.
They were huge. They were ginormous. The entire fucking culture revolved around these guys in the 70s.
Because like none of our friends did steroids. Now you can
We
get
weren't
steroids
here.
online.
We weren't, but did people want to sleep with him?
Jingle all
Yes,
the way.
they
yes,
did.
Yes.
Like, people
did not
wanted
know.
to sleep with Cher. I'll be honest with you, one of my earliest memories of Cher was she did this show on like this battleship or something, and I was watching live TV, and I loved her music, and I was like, I'm gonna get to see Cher on live TV, and she was dancing or whatever, and she was wearing like a leotard or
Little
bikini or whatever.
thong
She
leotard.
turned around with a thong, and I can see Cher's asshole
Yeah,
like
her little
through the
cheeks,
thong or
her
whatever
little
the
cute
fuck.
little
And
pancake
I was like, ugh. But they were just like back in the day. There were people like it revolved around these people.
Sex symbols have changed, yeah.
Sex symbols.
Sex
Well,
symbols.
and just like I mean, like he really was when he was young. He had that. He's like Arnold Schwarzenegger is handsome. He's handsome like our Barbie dolls, like our GI Joes. He's handsome like
That's the jawline.
Oh yeah, he has that
just
power jaw. Power
stereotypical.
everything.
When
Power
you think
forehead.
of stereotypical hot guy, I mean, have you seen his son, his illegitimate son? He looks exactly like Mexican Schwarzenegger.
Yeah,
him
but
with
I
the
haven't seen him
housekeeper?
recently.
He's
He
got
was like,
long
I've never
curly
seen him, actually,
hair.
yeah.
you haven't?
No, I
He's
haven't.
Nah,
like-
he looks like.
Yeah,
Oh, he does?
he's just brown with like long curly Fabio hair, but better than Fabio because he's actually Mexican.
This is the illegitimate kid, or
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's just so obvious. It's like if I was married to Arnold Schwarzenegger and I met the housekeeper's high school age son and it looked like that, I would just be like, honey, like seriously.
Okay, Cassidy. Back to Kyle XY in the world, but Cassidy.
Yeah.
This guy, he's a little bit weird. I guess he's implying that Kyle saved his life in a prior episode, so that's why he's cool with him. But he also thinks that Jessie, the other belly buttonless girl, is dead. He thinks that Kyle accidentally killed her.
Wait, and Jessie is
the other chick that she's the chick that was like she's the chick we had the clip of that was touching his pecs and stuff.
okay. The electricity. Autistic
Oh yeah.
chick,
When they make out, they cause power surges.
Like
apparently.
lamps break whenever they fuck.
We thought it was a joke, and we
Which
thought it
means
was
that he
played out
can't
hard.
use a vibrator on her ever, which means he really has to perform.
Yeah.
Because if she doesn't, she'll be like, "You're performing less than normal frequency." You can't just use a vibrator on her to fix that.
Change the regimen. But when they
I
make
don't
out,
know. Yeah, but then see, that's the only thing. I don't know how long it's supposed to. That shit pissed me off. Man.
what, the kissing?
No,
Oh.
Lamp
man.
breaking?
No, when dude brought up Jesse and dude was like, "Hey man, Jesse," he was like, "Man, drink this tea and make you feel better. You're gonna have to have some shit to explain to everybody else." You know, and it was just like, man, Jesse ain't shit. And then Jesse shows up, and every time Kyle kisses Jesse, electricity shoots off. I'm like, man, Jesse's important, dude. Like, I don't know.
But the other dude gives me
going on?
butterflies. Every time I kiss her,
Right.
it's like a thing goes through my stomach. And then he's like, every time I kiss you, like the electricity goes off. And she's like, that doesn't happen when you kiss other humanoids.
Yeah, when I kiss like window home. No,
And
not
he's
really,
like,
yeah.
no, I just feel that in my dick. But when I kiss you, like the electricity stops working. Maybe we shouldn't be together because, like, these people are being really nice letting me live here.
Good. Basically.
Oh yeah,
Crazy.
window girl. She has one of my favorite lines too. I actually wrote this down. She said, while at the window, to like describe how this is how we can trust Kyle.
And this is Amanda, the other girl who's not Jesse.
Yeah, not Jesse. He does not feel
She's
the butterflies.
blonde,
He
but
feels-
she's also wearing
No,
a tank
she
top.
is the butterfly.
She is the butterflies,
Yeah.
but not the electricity. okay?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But she says
He just gets a boner.
to Kyle through the window, or I think maybe in the room, "You're one of the good guys. I always knew you were, even when I thought I didn't."
That sounds fake.
I saw that. I saw that. I didn't hear it, but I remember reading it
Yeah.
on the screen.
We do subtitles because sometimes it's hard to hear these. I don't know if they do the mixing right, or maybe my speakers just blow. Who knows?
To be
Yeah.
honest with you, I've done subtitles.
There's
sometimes
emotion
myself. Sometimes
whispers.
it's wrong.
Yeah,
those
sometimes they do
subtitles
get
are
wrong. Sometimes they don't even try. They're just like fucking indistinct. I don't even.
Yeah.
want it.
Yeah.
This isn't worth my time.
Like mumbling in Spanish inaudibly.
Sometimes they do translations too, which like is surprising. Because I'm like, am I supposed to even know this? Like, what's going on here? I'm getting a little secret access.
Nice.
But he has real parents, so is Kyle a clone? And maybe like his original had real parents, and therefore his clone is just like, you know, lab parents. But did he have an original, or is he the original and they just got rid of his belly
No,
button?
I don't think
Yeah.
any of that matters because Kyle XY, like, I didn't get it at first. I didn't think about it, and I felt kind of bad. Like, it's hard to make me feel bad because I consider myself an intelligent person, but I was probably about 20-some minutes in before I was like, oh, shit, Kyle XY. Oh, the chromosome shit.
Ah, he's a
Fuck.
dude.
Do you think the porno would be called
Oh.
Kyle KY?
It'd be called Kyle XL.
Oh, yeah.
XXX.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, we've already got
No,
three
no,
different
no.
movies.
That.
Boom,
No, that's
XXX.
no. Random letters. That was one thing that was only mentioned once in this entire episode when he was just like, yeah, the ZZYZZZYZ
Like when they
won't like
when
it.
they
What?
googled
And when
chemistry
I was like,
at
what?
one point.
What?
Oh yeah.
What?
Because they get into the
that's what
genetics
they
of
put
these
on the
things.
screen. That's why, you know, the closed captioning people didn't. They were like, we're gonna take these 3 seconds off because he just said the
Zig
won't like it, and then they just put ZZYZZX.
I'll tell you what I
I was
want,
like,
whatever
what the
they
fuck?
really want.
That is not what he said. Well, I mean, who is this greater entity that won't like it? And then they found out later he got powers. I want to know who these guys are now.
Who was
Yeah.
the guy who said he could clone a cell phone?
Oh, Cassidy.
That was Cassidy.
Cassidy was
Ledger.
like, because they're always talking about like,
Keith
oh,
Ledger.
Heath Ledger. Oh God, it's like old man Heath Ledger. Oh man.
Just went the wrong way. He stayed in that high school.
He was
movie.
defective.
Oh yeah, he was defective. He was damaged. That's why
Yeah.
they
He
made
was
clones of him.
damaged.
He was in high school forever, not because he was a hot 20-something actor in Hollywood, but because he was actually like dumb.
He was dumb.
Hell.
Age is complicated in these shows.
It really is.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they went darker on every shot, because they were like, man, yeah, we're not covering up his acne, we're covering up wrinkles.
Yeah, or we're
At least
covering
he-
up his wax line underneath where we CGI'd out his belly button.
Yeah.
Oliver, can you now, well, while we're talking, can you look up the other photo of this actor's belly button?
The other. Oh god.
Because there's
okay.
a viral photo of this actor's belly button, allegedly.
It was pretty
Okay.
early viral. I don't know if it's like. I don't know if it went full on viral. I just
It was
think
like
Kyle
an email
XY.
chain letter. Because you know how he doesn't have a belly button in the show? Well, he has a belly button, and we have proof.
Ugh, God, dude.
I haven't seen it yet. It's going to be so
You
awkward.
haven't seen it.
No,
Okay.
I haven't.
Ugh.
I don't Google people's nudies before I do shows about them. I have respect. Only you do that.
Let's see if I could find it. Maybe the internet's took it. Maybe the internet likes Matt Dallas. That's the main guy. Kyle
Matt
XY
Dallas?
name is Matt Dallas.
That sounds like a belly button star.
But it may not be his. You know, full.
Okay, it might allegedly. Allegedly.
Because I mean, it does show a belly button. So. You know, let's just
So we
go
don't
by
know
it.
if it's him.
Oh, never mind. I can't find it. But he did have a response to it. He made a tweet that says, "Wow, I've reached the popularity of being hacked. Ha! A first for everything."
So it was his? Oliver, find it.
I'm trying to find it. This
Find
is hard
it.
to find. I
Okay,
think-
while you're finding it, let's talk about how everybody wears tank tops.
He probably doesn't tweet anything from the show on his feed.
No, he is. I have another.
still
He has
into
a
it?
blog actually that we're gonna get to.
This
but-
show ended in 2009. That's like if I still wrote, like, wait, are we gonna... Oh!
There is a belly button up here.
Well, I didn't think the belly button was gonna be way up there.
Yeah, it's up there, and there's
Belly button.
we don't know. There's no
Villages.
face, but that is what we got.
He
of this
says
guy.
he got. He says he got hacked.
He says he got hacked. Ha! A first for everything is what he said.
A first for everything.
Ha! Look at that. Ha!
Wait, I didn't even really see it.
You didn't? I mean, do you really want to see
I
it?
mean,
Like
I don't. Well, now that I'm looking at his dick, like,
maybe, allegedly,
oh, well, that's.
on his Twitter.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't see anything.
You don't see
Do you
it?
see a belly button?
No, that should looks like a scar where his belly button should be.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, I think it's
Oh,
fake.
maybe. Oh, there is no. He's right. No belly button.
No belly
It's really
button.
him. It is him, you
No,
guys.
There's
That looks
so
like
much
some
jizz in the
bullshit.
way. I can tell he has no belly button.
Yeah, maybe he
All
feels
fake.
it.
That's what's happening. Oh shit! Oh, that's what's in his hand.
Yeah. That is a penis.
Oh, so sorry. Damn.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
thought he was holding both his hands together.
No, one of his hands is something else.
Oh.
No, one of his hands is.
So
a
he has a
penis.
dick and a penis. I mean, and a belly button. Maybe.
Well, maybe. No, we didn't see the belly button, so it might be him, you guys.
Yeah,
That's
that
full
is
confirmation.
So fucked up.
He's got a shallow jizz pool where his belly button
It's
would be.
so fucked up.
So anyway, they Google chemistry and they talk about the pods, the formula, the cloning. They're cloning people. They're cloning cell phones.
Wait a minute. If he has 100 pods, that means he needs 500 gallons of material. We need to put bacteria in it. That's like the
And
Jesse's plan.
the girls, the two girlfriends get together, and one of them's like, "Fair warning, I'm gonna go after your man." And
Oh, they
she's
meet at the
like-
window, by the way.
Yeah, always at the fucking
Always
window.
at the window
She's
with
like
Amanda.
That
She's the-
dude from Clarissa Explains It All. She's like the chick version of that dude. Like when it comes through your window.
Can't come through the front door.
But
just
that
knock.
chick had powers too. She could hear the heartbeat too. So why
Yeah.
was she acting surprised when dude heard her? Oh, this is some.
Because that's how you act when like
It's
your
like,
bae
yeah,
comes
yeah.
over.
Wait,
It's
Jesse
like,
might not have
so
powers.
sorry.
Well, she's pretending to be
Of course,
dead.
she can punch through windows. She
Yeah.
can hold
yeah.
300
Really
pound
strong,
guys
she's
up
really
with a
smart.
flick of her wrist.
Forgot about
She
that.
got power. She
And
can't
like
hold
her
power.
boobs
She's
look
like, that's
great in a
pod.
tank top.
Oh yeah,
Like,
better boobs.
yeah.
Overall B+.
Yeah.
Overall B+.
well, no, I mean I'm not gonna diss the other girls' boobs. They have different boobs. The
Overall
point
B+.
is, since they're all wearing tank tops, every time it zooms in on their face, it looks like they're just showing up in their bras.
Yeah.
Like for real.
Because that's how they talk to each other. That's how
Overall
they
B
get Kyle.
plus.
Overall B+.
B+.
But they,
Yeah, Jessie does have overall B+.
they get
Okay, so Amanda's the one that is not curious about secrets, and Jessie is the dangerous one. That's how they described it.
Yeah, because Jessie knows a lot. She knows how to Google chemistry.
knows how to. Yeah, Amanda is not curious about that, but she has to. What does she have to do? Amanda has to break into Nate's computer and like steal some stuff, steal secrets or something. I
Yeah,
don't
steal
know.
the TP reports and hack into the mainframe.
Yeah, find out what's going on over there. You know, she
Oh.
got set up.
Oh yeah, she did get set
Fair
up. Basically.
warning.
She was getting set up.
I feel like Jesse's bad.
No, that smart chick knows everything.
Yeah.
She set her up because he was just like, he had just told her, man, I got to think about between me and you. And then this shit shows up. The next thing you know, she run a straight game. She's sitting there was like, people think I'm damaged or defective. I'm going to send this other broad over here to get caught.
So how
You know,
damaged she is.
And then she
Yeah.
has to show up. You know, it's like, all right, I'm going to show up and save the day. So now you owe me.
I'm the only
you
one
know.
that can kick indoors.
Right.
Because she knows the algorithm for kicking indoors.
yeah,
Mhm.
and punching
The
people.
special
Oh,
like
no.
way like you stand
was-
there
it
and be
was a
cute
little
and kind of dumb at the same
was
time
weird.
and kick.
And we're not just calling her damaged because we're great people, but she actually admits it whenever they find out that they're going to make clones. Cassidy, who also is in love with Kyle XY, everyone fucking wants to fuck Kyle XY, but he
Yeah.
finds out that they're making clones of me, and she's like, they're not going to make clones of me because I'm damaged.
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 I mean, if they need like, wait, which one said she was damaged? Jessie.
Jesse.
If they need like a hot girl who can also be an engineer and literally nothing else, then like it's you
Oh,
know,
yeah.
yeah,
She did that.
that's what
And
they
tank
got.
top, yeah.
She
You can
kind
win
of
a tank
reminds me
top
of
war.
But maybe she was one of a kind. They couldn't reproduce.
yeah, she's
yeah.
seriously
That's what it
just
was.
like a clone of the Asperger's girl off of Bones.
Actually,
Yeah.
there was a good point that Kyle made. I don't know if we like talked over it, but I saw this 2 times, you guys. But this episode, there was a
Means
point that he made, a little white privilege point. Actually, check this out. Kyle's
Hashtag
just
white
like,
privilege.
but she's no more special than me. I just had you guys as parents. So just because he was picked up by these like rich white parents, that's why he made it more successfully than Jesse, who I guess had to run around in a tank top more. I don't know.
She was
Yeah.
a girl running around TikTok.
As like
Yeah.
a baby. She was a baby running around as a 16
Yeah,
year old.
in that tank
she
top because
seemed
she was
like she
actually a
was
teenager.
institutionalized.
Yeah,
Be
because
honest with
Yeah,
you.
she
I
seems
mean-
like she poops
And
herself.
if so, because I haven't seen the rest of the series, she played the shit out of that role. She did
Yeah.
great.
yeah,
If
She's really the best actor.
yeah.
oh,
Better
actually,
than Amanda.
actually,
Wait, who do you think? Is
I'll
the
be
best
on. That was a lot of fine eye work throughout this entire episode.
you think,
They
like,
were
someone just had,
working
like,
those eyes
Someone off screen was just like doing a little like fingers that you had to follow with the eye.
like
like-
a little laser. I don't
And
know.
then they would furrow at the right time. Like that mom lady was awesome with just like her like everyone was a close talker.
Yeah,
I don't know, there
everyone
were a
face
lot of
shots.
close-ups,
Yeah.
like you said, and it's like, look, it was just a bunch of hallways, parking garages, you know,
Always
it's,
used in
Little
Penthouse.
warehouses.
little warehouses. I'm
Dude,
like,
wa-
this whole
warehouse and
episode
hallways.
took place in like 3, maybe
Give me a
4 kinda
stairwell.
different locations. You could set up another set in the same location.
Yeah.
It was like, I was like, this shit was quick and dirty.
That's what they
awful
did
lot
in
of
Teen
close-ups.
Wolf. They had like a hospital and a prison and a school, and it all had the same tile. It was all the same fucking hallway. It was great.
Yeah.
Okay, the family. What do you guys think about the other family members that weren't used besides Josh, of course? There was actually a sister that she only had like 2 lines. That's it.
Who?
Yeah, there was a
Was there
sister at the
another
table
girl?
when we saw the family. Like, there was a sister sitting at the table with the brother that was like suggesting something. She said something stupid, and then the mom was like, "Wait a minute, I could totally come into work with you and like embarrass you at work and get information from Cassidy for some shit."
Yeah, I
don't
forgot
know.
about her.
Yeah, I saw.
Oh yeah, so Kyle could break into something. That's what happened.
Yeah, break into the mainframe.
Yeah,
and
hack the
steal the
mainframe.
TP reports.
Because they have to pretend that Jesse is still dead, even though Jesse is horrible at doing it, and everybody else is tremendous.
Oh wait, so Jesse's pretending she's dead?
She's pretending she's dead. Remember, she said at the window to Amanda,
I'm
she's
just
like,
gonna act like a
"Wait,
dead
did you see me?
girl."
Did you think that I'm alive? Do you know that I'm dead right now?" Or she's like, "What are you talking about?"
So that's why
dude?"
she's insecure that Kyle XY doesn't want to just like bang her and like burn down the house electrical work.
Yeah, because I mean, they're both
It could
3-year-olds.
start a fire. Like it could start a fire.
They're both toddlers right now,
Yeah.
actually. So it's very weird.
It's
that they want to
kind of
get
like
together.
in like the first X-Men movie, it starts off with that girl who's like trying to like hook up with her boyfriend, but she like drains everyone of powers, but she drains the electricity of power. So like they can't Netflix and chill.
What, like Jennifer's Body? Is that what you're talking about?
No, X-Men.
Oh, X-Men.
The first
okay,
X-Men
oh yeah,
movie.
Jean. Oh my god, I totally just
Yeah.
lost track of days off.
But like if they can't Netflix and chill,
I can't do it.
because
God.
the second they start fucking, the Netflix is gonna fuck up,
What?
and
the
then
heck?
she better be really good at it, otherwise it's like gonna be awkward.
Oh, there was an emotional scene where we got more narration. The narration very, very stiff on on Matt
Yeah.
Dallas's part, very stiff. But he talks about burning his real dad, his bio dad, well, his original self's bio dad, I guess, his documentation. That's what he was burning, his dad's work.
Oh, is because he's Mexican,
Oh,
he's gonna
yeah.
get deported?
Yeah, he's burning all these tremendous sketches. These sketches are just the best works you've ever seen. True time was spent.
Who do you think makes those sketches, Alfred?
Hmm?
Who do you think makes those sketches in those shows?
No,
Who
just some
does it?
pothead.
Some
pilots sitting
some
around.
prediction, what do
Yeah,
they call them?
they find
Production
somebody
assistant.
that does sketches at the coffee shop the day before while they running getting coffee for the film. Say, hey man, I met this artist yesterday. Yeah, she gets some really good drawings, man. We're gonna pay $100 to sketch the entire notebook, and we're gonna burn it on set tomorrow.
And she's gonna sit there and cry. I told her I could make her a big star, but we're gonna set her sketches on fire. She's homeless. She has AIDS.
She doesn't care.
Make us
I'm
two
gonna give her
notebooks.
2 of those Zans too. Give her 2 bars too. She'll be fine. She'll
Dude,
get
2
over it.
bars will get you a lot of art off the street.
Oh hell yeah,
Yeah.
they'll get over it.
I love buying art off
I'll
the
get
street.
over it.
One time, this crackhead.
Or you could just Google it.
this crackhead gave me like a book of his poems, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll look at these. And I thought, maybe this could be interesting, a crackhead's poetry. It's not. It was just like, you gotta believe to achieve, and it'll be like written 1993, and it's like, you've been sitting on this poetry this whole fucking time. And I forgot about it, and the notebook just sat on my bookshelf. The next time I saw him at that dude's house, which was like on top of a laundromat on top of a crack house, next time I go to this dude's house and see this crackhead, he's like, what'd you do with my poems? You stole my poems.
Yeah, you're gonna make them into great songs in 2023, dude.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna kill me for
30
stealing his
years later.
poems.
Oh gosh.
Hell,
But the
that is insane.
insanely
Like,
good
literally.
lyrics.
Yeah.
But when he burns all the equipment, he says something really, really weird. He talks of like, I'm just like the only thing left. These are the only things keeping me attached to my biological dad, and the only thing that keeps me attached to the experiment. And at that point, I was just thinking, is this a giant molestation metaphor, possibly?
It could be. That's why their ages are so fucked up.
Yeah, and they're just
Because
like
you have Arrested Development, and like you're wise beyond your years in some way. Wise beyond your ears.
Wise beyond the ears, dude.
You're wise beyond your years in some ways, but you're also Arrested Development in other ways. So even though you're 17, you're also 30, and you're also 7.
Oh.
yeah.
Does that make sense?
They're all just molested toddlers.
I don't get any of it. Because if I'm a person created by fucking science and I'm
Yeah.
fucking super awesome, biological dad, I have no biological dad.
Yeah,
But,
why
like,
does it even
it
care?
could still be like somewhat test tubey, you know?
Yeah,
like
I
you can make
guess.
babies in a petri dish, but you need like 3 different people for that.
Well, Kyle had like parents from day one, I guess. So he like realizes, wow, parents are pretty cool, I guess. So as I'm learning
Yeah.
English and stuff, because he didn't know English.
Is that
when
why he
started
jizzed in his own belly button because he thought he could be a parent?
Yeah, he thought like I'm gonna impregnate my belly button. Oh wait, it's not there. Damn it. How does this
oh
work?
man, where's Jesse? Why did the show end?
Where's the electricity? But he gets in the facility, starts poisoning other vials of himself. The clones that they're about to make. He poisons the vials.
That's what he's doing?
That's what he was doing. That's what the black
Oh,
syringe
I thought he was just like making licorice.
I know. He's just poisoning other possible Kyles who could fill in the void for like the love square that he wants all the angles.
Yeah, he
of
wants
the love
all the
square.
bitches.
All the bitches.
He could just make Jesse a boyfriend that's pectoral muscles are expanding at an equal rate to his.
Make Cassidy another boyfriend that he can just clone, I guess, more. I don't know what
That
Cassidy
was the
wants.
worst part. The only problem in his life was that wasn't enough Kyle XY to go around. That was the only problem he had his whole life. And his Cassidy was gonna make more of him
Solve the problem.
and solve the problem.
And Kyle even says, I'm just looking forward to having a more consistent life. And I thought, wow, this actually is going to have an ending. But
No, it
No.
didn't.
They
He's
were
a
only gonna
consistent
make
life.
like 12 of them.
Well, no, the ending was that Cassidy, who we assume, he kind of looks like he's a magician or a tantric sex guy, which reminds me of a recent story. You know, the guy that played Barney is
Yes.
a
Oh, yeah, I heard about
tantric
that.
sex guru.
right? Isn't that fucking
Did
crazy?
you hear about that?
Mm-mm.
The man in the suit himself.
He is a very famous
Barney.
with amazing testimonials. The other guys in the tantric sex community are like, no, he's lying. That's not really how it works. But the women are like, I had migraines and then he fucked me and I don't have migraines anymore.
Wow.
Which makes sense because you
I
look at
love
Barney
you.
after hearing
You
that.
love
I'm going to fuck away your migraines.
me. Like Botox.
Yeah, like Botox.
It's like he is Barney Talks.
Botox. It's great that they have Botox. You can cover it with your
Wait a
insurance
minute,
now because it
wait a
cures
minute.
headaches.
But the mom.
The mom.
Yeah, she was hot.
Going into work, yeah?
Oh no! I wanted to write down the mom because I was like, she has to be addressed. That was one bad. Yeah, you brought up she was
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna go in there. That's until then. The mom had been sitting back like, I really
The
don't
mom
have anything to
overheard
do with this.
those
Oh, yeah.
Jesse and
Yeah.
Kyle XY talking, and
Mhm.
she comes in and she's like, I don't like this one bit.
Yeah, the grope scene. And then he was like, oh, me and Jesse. He's like, oh, no, well, that too, but
I
something
don't like
else.
that. But then I also don't like all this weird bioterrorism. I don't like you fucking the other girl that lives in my house, and I don't like bioterrorism.
But she seems
I
pretty
know
cool with the sex.
just what to do. She seems cool with the sex eyes because that's all she's got.
No, because she didn't really care about the Kyle and Jesse thing. And also when Josh came downstairs and he's like, yeah, my girlfriend left this note on my pillow. And she was like, wait, what? And he was like, ask dad. And
She
was like,
gave
"Alright,
her
well."
son a king-sized bed, and he is a a twin bed-sized person.
Yeah, definitely. If that. He's like a cot man. He's a cot
He's
man.
a cot. Yeah, you could fit him in a little matchbox. He's on a king-sized bed. Like he's gonna put bitches in
You
it.
put him on a ironing board, basically. and he has
Especially
a
like
king-size bed.
chubby redhead bitches who are on their way to a vacation with their
To
lesbian
Cleveland.
moms.
I don't know if it's a vacation.
To Cleveland.
But yeah, we know that they're lesbians because he says over the hacked GPS that this plaid shirt man that gets no credit, who picks locks and he hacks GPS.
Yeah, he's the MacGyver.
He's the MacGyver.
Every show has a guy. He can get in anywhere. He also knows how to hack the mainframe.
At least I think they're the same guy. They're both wearing the same plaid shirt, so yeah.
And he was able to show him the video instantly at this arcade that he was hanging out with. He just walked up to him, patted him on the shoulder, and was like, "Hey, dude, you missing your girl?" He was like, "Yeah, here she is on the screen of this place where you're inside of this random video game arcade."
I hacked into her GPS, her family's GPS, so I can
And
watch everything she does. I can watch her get dressed.
Yeah.
So
video and chat.
She put on her shirt so you could talk to her now.
Yeah, I didn't tell her I was there for a bit.
Yeah.
But he says, of course your parents would have GPS because they're lesbians. Is that a stereotype that is common?
Oh, that's what he said?
That's what he said. Yeah, your parents are lesbians. They would have GPS.
Is that like men not asking for directions? Because lesbians don't...
Constantly ask for
directions. Lesbians constantly ask for directions.
Where are we going? What am I doing with myself? I'm stacking vaginas. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know.
I'm scissoring. I'm scissoring.
I was accepting of any ideas they delivered in this because I thought it was near future. I thought it was future.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Future of lesbians.
Future is lesbians. That's right.
Yeah.
Future of America.
Lesbians in cars. Well, so then Cassidy comes back and they start beating the shit out of each other. Cassidy and Kyle XY.
Oh yeah, he comes to the house because Kyle runs home because he's thinking like Jesse's gone for some. I forgot why. But he's like Jesse, and the Cassie's like, "You're looking pretty hard for that girl, aren't you, or something?" Oh, he's British. We never did get into that. Is he British?
No, he's just a pervert.
Oh, he's just a pervert rich guy.
I gotta pee real quick, and he wants to eat a donut. Can we? Pause
we can pause and donut and
collab.
Donut break.
Donut break.
Sponsored by Krispy Kreme cinnamon donuts.
Oh yeah, dude. When you do the break, put that sponsored by Krispy.
And we're back with a little bit of mom talk. That's right. We're going to be talking about mom specifically, and our walking. What did we even want to say about this mom?
This mom was, just like very fucking seductive, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, this shit was.
She had the
weird,
right
man.
amount of Botox and also kept some of her wrinkles for the better, for that eye work you were talking about. You know, like when girls have like sexy crow's feet.
That chemistry she had with Heath Ledger was pretty,
hardcore.
It was too hardcore for what was needed. She just needed to distract him for a second, but she was distracting.
I mean, everywhere she went, she had her girls out, on full parade.
Yeah,
in front of her,
close talker,
marching.
Like, oh my god,
close talker milf.
No, I don't know where she is. Maybe she ran away. Like she was,
and because I'm still on my superhuman theme when she was like talking down. Not talking down, but when she was chastising the Kyle XY, because she got...
Don't do that.
Oh, yeah. Like, why when she was doing that? Burned some shit.
Well, no, I was thinking, like, man, why don't you just grow another kid? Keep thinking, like, is this yours? Because I keep thinking that the people who Kyle XY belongs to must have created him.
Oh, yeah, that's a good...
But you still have to train them, even if they're created, It's like, she's going to, like, reprogram another algorithm.
But you can still make another one.
But she said that he changed it a lot. She's like, you've changed a lot. How many of us were the exact same as we were when we were 1 to 3? Like, honestly.
Let alone that time when I was 7, when, like, suddenly I was a 35-year-old man, but I was playing a 17-year-old man.
Yeah, and I took the eyes
Remember
of a
that
2-year-old. It's a good time. I guess let's go to the end where Cassidy is in the house being British. Oh, yeah, that's what we were talking about. Yeah,
he's not British. He's a pervert.
He's a pervert.
Yes.
Yeah, he's like a sex magician.
He was yelling a lot for the girl that's dead. And he's like, what are you doing here? And he's like, you won't fight me. And Kyle turns evil. He turns bad.
It
bad
probably
Kyle.
pays more to be attractive the way Cassidy is attractive versus attractive the way Kyle XY is, because it's like you can play the creepy British pervert for many years. You can only play the 3-year-old teenager, 30-year-old for like that small window of time between age like 21 and 27.
Only 3 Spider-Man movies, and that's it.
That's it. And then you're not a Seabiscuit anymore.
Yeah, I know. We can't touch you.
What is his name?
Tobey
Maguire, not Jerry Maguire. What does he do anymore? Because he still looks like a little boy.
The last movie I saw him in was that movie called Brothers, where he was with Jake Gyllenhaal, and he was like the crazy brother that came back from the war, and Jake Gyllenhaal was sleeping with his wife.
It sucks because like female actresses, when they look like little girls and they turn into women, they just get more roles because they're like the 40-year-olds that still look like they're in their 20s.
Yeah, the dudes with giant eyes that are small, like that little dude from Road Trip. You know what I'm talking about?
Which one?
Road Trip, the one that like what was it? He
he did the what's that movie where he's a nerd? And he shows up to the school.
I don't even. Oh, the new kid.
New kid?
New guy. New guy.
The new guy. Yeah, the new guy.
Yeah, that little guy.
Because he
Looks like
isn't
has, like,
he
AIDS
the
and
nerdy
cancer at
guy
the same time.
from what's it called? What's it called? American Pie. Is he in American Pie?
No, I don't think he was.
He's
Was
not?
he? I don't know. Now we're lost. So what I miss?
So what the
I mean,
fuck
are
did
we
I miss?
talking about child actors or ugly adults?
I mean,
Well, like,
adults that never took the final
teenager
step.
actors.
Like they
Yeah.
were children, and for just some step they missed. So they chilled on the stairs. I don't know.
Buffy and Freddie Prinze Jr.
Yeah. Well, no, Buffy. She looks like I could believe she's a mom person. I just can't believe Tobey Maguire's a mom or a dad.
No, he doesn't look like a mom.
Doesn't look like a mom.
Because like some guys are born daddies. Like Mel Gibson, even when he was young, he looked like a daddy.
Yeah, Steve Martin
You know?
always looked like an awkward dad.
Yeah.
Okay, but to the ending, they're in the house. They're fighting, and like he mind throws him, which he can do more than pick up things. Okay, Kyle XY can do more than stop things from hitting the ground. He can push
Stand
people.
corrected.
Okay, he can push them into walls.
He can push them away with his like sex and then lack of sexual knowledge.
And the bad part is, at this point, we're having a showdown in like the last fucking 2 minutes.
yeah.
Okay, so we're a little bit on edge. What's gonna happen?
What's gonna happen? This is the big reveal of the show.
Kyle freaking Mortal Kombat uppercuts him. Like the special type of just like, up triangle, just really blah, up
Straight
through the
to the
walls,
chins.
goes through the window, and then he starts choking this British creepo. And he's like, you will kill me. And he's like, why won't I kill you? Because I'm like,
I'm your brother.
Well, first he says, we have the same mother. And then Kyle's like, wait, what does that mean? He's like, I'm your brother. Dude.
He's drawing
Oh.
the family tree in his head.
Yeah.
He just Googled family
that's
tree.
what I don't get. I'm just like, dude, we're not like
Credits.
Were we made in the same batch? Like, were we like?
Yeah.
Was he
what
the
makes us
original?
brothers?
Was he like a deformed Kyle?
This is probably like at the beginning of humanity, like with Adam and Eve. Whenever you'd
But
meet
this
a guy
is
in
the
a bar
dude that
fight,
wanted to make 12 more U's. This is
Yeah.
the dude that wanted to solve all your problems.
Wanted to sleep with every other Kyle.
isn't
Yeah,
that
baby Kyles?
what siblings are for?
Doesn't that take 15
Just
years?
kidding.
Wait a minute. If we wanted to grow ourselves a Kyle, wouldn't that
Wait
take
a
us
minute.
15
Wait a
years?
minute. Then his brother would have been like his dad
Whoa.
or like his uncle
That's why he
to
looks
all
older.
his kids.
Yeah.
I don't know. His
This
brother
is
would have
why,
been his dad
like,
to like.
Christians are
I don't
all
know.
against genetic modification of humans because it confuses the family tree party, like those
Yeah.
family reunion. That's
Oh, yeah.
what they call that.
Is this a-
family tree party?
That would be really weird. Like if one of my sisters came to me and say, "You know what, Alfred? I'm gonna have some kids, but I'm gonna get 4 kids that aren't you, but 2 of them will be you.
They'll be exactly.
I'll make
Exactly,
2
yeah.
more of you, and you'll be like, "What? I already was making 5 of me. Now I gotta make 1 of you now because I feel bad."
That's what the ancient pharaohs did in Egypt,
You
because
gotta
they
wait
didn't want to
16
fuck with the bloodline.
Damn.
That's what, Prince William and all them. That's what they've been doing forever.
No.
I mean, that's pretty
Yeah, they have the
Just-
technology.
So I guess advanced gestation gives them the jumping powers. That's like,
Right.
that's pretty
right.
cool. I would delay it. I don't need a fucking baby.
Wait,
That's
there was
horrible.
a news story recently about like a
I like
woman
it. I like for it to be instant.
who had a baby from a like test tube baby that she bought that was frozen. This embryo was frozen like in 1990.
Holy shit! Whoa.
The embryo was frozen in
Yeah,
1990.
yeah, I remember
They
it. They
inserted
did
it
something
into
like that,
her like
yeah.
9 months ago, and now she's got a baby who's my age, but looks like a baby.
Yeah.
Kyle XY. It's okay to
Yeah.
sleep with them.
It's okay for me to
Once
sleep
the
with that
baby comes
baby.
out, it's okay.
Yeah,
to
it's
sleep
all
with
right.
it.
We were born the same year.
Yeah, that's the one.
Our parents
Okay.
touched dirty parts the same year. It's okay.
But we had a cliffhanger. This is so upsetting. It's never gonna come back. This is it. It's been gone for a long
they're
time.
brothers. Maybe their relationship and their weird tension, and we don't know why. That's the whole point of the show.
Yeah, maybe that's the point. Is it?
You know, this
Will
is
they? Won't they?
I think this is a show about sex and family,
And God.
God, and then all the science and stuff is a metaphor.
Yeah. My gosh. But how do you guys feel? Did you want a wrap-up movie or not? Do you think it needs it?
A wrap-up movie?
I want a wrap-up movie. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
I want it. I'm not gonna see any other
I
parts.
don't
but
think
there's a
there
wrap-up.
is any wrap up for this story. There's
Run it
down.
absolutely no wrap up.
I wanted
at all.
Jesse to be evil. I wanted a few more out of it.
I mean, I've seen Terminator. I've seen Fifth Element. I've seen like enough sexy sci-fi.
Whatever, man. Earth sucks. You want to know why? Because Earth cancels shows like Kyle XY, which is why we're going to take a special trip to Matt Dallas
I'm
World.
surprised it had so many seasons.
Yeah.
Wait, how many
43
seasons?
episodes. 3 seasons, 43 episodes.
God.
Wait, and then Bad Judge. How many did that get?
That got 1 season, 13 episodes.
I haven't seen Bad Judge. I'm just assuming it's a better show. It's got a girl, Kate Walsh, in it, who is the star of Private Practice, which is another horrible show we watched.
Yeah, that was really bad. I don't know. I like this a little bit more than Private Practice, just because it was weird, and we got superpowers that I did not anticipate.
I mean, it was shot great, but these, I mean, I was like, Kyle just has everything.
He does.
But when he hit me with the telekinesis, because I was just like, oh my god.
Yeah, then you wanted to sleep
But wait,
with them. I wanted
he
to
has
sleep with
everything,
them.
but he
We all-
doesn't have social skills.
We can teach him.
He can't navigate. Okay, he's got this very simple situation with these two bitches who are like
Very simple.
really easy. They're both smart girls in their own right, but their weaknesses are real obvious. You can identify them. He could have made this work, fucking both of them, for a few more weeks.
I mean, all he had to do was say, on Kyle XY, look, blonde chick, I can hear your heart. Just walk out to my street corner and I'll jump out there from my
and then
backyard
over here,
to meet
you'll
from
know I'm
half a
talking
mile
to you
away.
because I'm over here, but the lights are going on and off in the house. That's me
Yeah.
communicating to you. That's not me sleeping with this other chick. And no
Right.
one here uses the internet, so except to Google chemistry.
Oh God. He doesn't even understand molestation because he was a little bit molested by the Jessie girl in that scene that we watched earlier. but-
Dude, there's Me Too's all over the place because it's like there's 7-year-olds and look like 30-year-olds and they're 19. It's just
it's a
high school is complicated on ABC Family.
This
y'all.
is Matt Dallas World, which is actually a blog spot that does exist. People of the main guy, the guy who we may have seen his penis. We
Is he
may
still
have seen his
updating
penis.
regularly?
Does he still? I don't. I have to read. I'm gonna read this first, and actually, I can just go.
Because
check
we
this
all
out.
had dumb blogs in 2009. You can't judge us.
Okay, fine. That's a good point. I'm not.
You remember
gonna lie.
2009?
Oh yeah, 2000.
That was like the last year of the dumb blogs.
Oh yeah, this was.
You know? That
Last
was-
update is 2013.
By
We get
2009,
update.
everyone had Facebook and people stopped reading each other's dumb blogs.
In 2013, he gave a happy 7th birthday to Cal XY, but
He's 7 in 2000. I feel like such a
He's still
pervert because I
7.
just saw his dick.
oh god, yeah. we did.
God, him too.
All right, so Matt Dallas has a few words about the show and how it ended. Season 3 had been written with the confident anticipation that a Season 4 would be forthcoming. Disastrously, the ABC Family executive's decision to cancel came too late in production process for the writers to complete the show's various story arcs, leaving characters and plots failing. Beached by rising productions.
Beached
cost-
like a whale?
like a whale. That's what this show is
The
like.
progress was
By the
beached.
rising production costs and the ebbing target audience. The series finale.
Because we hit puberty?
Yeah, because
Damn it.
It's like, no, you lose. It was costing too much to keep up with the fans.
Yeah.
it wasn't flowing.
They
It
have
was
to
just ebbing.
CGI his belly button every time he's topless, and because he's topless, that's the only reason anyone watches the show.
So you say CGI a lot. I really think it was some plaster, latex, maybe, I don't know, cement. I don't know what they do.
Oh no,
It's a
that's what
situation.
that was.
it was some of that.
No,
they-
but when he shot like the laser light that like surrounded them with the the lightning bolts like from 80s music videos, like that may, you be honest with you can do that shit for free, but
Okay.
so you might
What I
they
think-
may have charged him $100,000.
I think they filled in his belly button, but they did a little, light
No,
video.
he filled in his
Yeah, he
belly.
did, yeah.
With his jizz.
Filled it up.
But no, just based off what I noticed about the skin, as a person who waxes, what I noticed about the skin is that the skin was a completely different texture. Not just that he had latex over it, but it looked like they blurred it in with CGI a little bit.
Okay.
Because right underneath the blurred in skin, you've just got like you just wax your belly to day
Gotcha.
bumps.
Just a
You
little
know,
bit.
just
A
like the
cover-up.
happy trail. And it sucks because, we should be able to be in sci-fi as our normal hairy selves.
Not on ABC Family.
Not on ABC
Not on the Christian
Family.
Broadcast
no,
Network.
no, they were gonna wax that.
Because tummy hair is like akin to pubic hair.
Even though they do get more risky, because Pretty Little Liars.
And
pretty risky.
he came out of pod. He's not supposed to have all this hair all over him like that.
He's
Yeah.
7 years old.
Oh, yeah, he's like a little 3-year-old
so
running
they gotta
around.
But
wax
it's just
him down.
biceps are always expanding, but you have no armpit
His
hair.
nipples are always
Yeah.
protruding. But
You have a lot of hormones and not a lot at the same time.
the series finale, which was written as a season finale, ended on a terrible cliffhanger and left a bitter taste in the mouths of all of those who invested so much in the show.
It wasn't that bad.
Fans, cast,
It wasn't that
crew
good.
alike.
It wasn't that bad.
But after the cancellation, in the 4 years since the cancellation, Kyle XY's international syndication has seen it aired in over 60 countries. And each
Go
time
Pakistan.
the dreaded final episode ends there, follows a whole new wave of confused and angry viewers desperately groping in the dark for answers and news of the next season. And falling into the same pit of despair as many before them when realizing there will never be a return on their considerable emotional investment. The show is canceled. No more episodes.
No more.
Period.
Never more.
He spells out period, by the way.
Quote the Raven. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I just realized something.
What?
Oh my god. Oh, I might have to watch a little bit more of that.
Whoa.
So yeah,
Ah.
'Cause,
Are you show curious?
yeah, because that was like a soap opera.
Oh, it was a
Yeah.
soap, yeah.
Oh,
They do sci-fi soaps. That's what ABC Family is all about. Sci soaps.
Dude, like, if you get a haircut,
That was all of those tropes of the soap opera tropes.
we could just keep making the show. You could be Kyle XY. We could give you a haircut and just like blow dry your hair.
Wait, am I doing the
Look,
Kyle-
look, you've got the right amount of. Dude, you're the perfect age. You're like just getting in your mid-20s. You're perfect to play 16.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Am I supposed to be here right now?
Oh my god. Wait, and I can be a creepy old Cassidy. Like, I'm your brother.
I'm your brother.
no.
I'm gonna make clowns of ya.
Gotta make clouds of you, love.
No. We could just come in whole new thing.
New
Oh, no
characters,
thing.
like
All
an
women.
anthology show.
We'll just call it Human XXY.
Human
yeah.
Doesn't
XY,
matter.
yeah.
Yeah,
We're
or
like
the
the other
ZZZY,
clones.
whatever
Oh,
that was.
we could do an
ZZZ,
XXY. That's like-
I was thinking,
Turner
saying,
syndrome?
tell you what I want, what I really,
Yeah,
really
I know.
want. I want a triple X spy.
Oh,
Triple XY, yeah. XXLY.
God, I feel so sorry for him. He's not gonna be anywhere else.
Wait, no, what has he been in? Pull up his IMDb.
What was that?
Come on.
Here's a picture of him.
I can picture him on a Law and Order Special Vix.
Yeah, I could picture him with those eyes while
Dude,
the violins
he
are playing.
could be the rapist
crying.
or the victim.
He could be both.
He's versatile.
Boom.
He can't be a cop. He's not old enough
The
yet.
same episode.
He'll never be old enough.
He
I
could have
wonder-
molested. Oh,
I wonder
multi-personality? Oh, sorry.
If they'd all have the same fingerprints.
We don't have any fingerprints and we don't have any belly buttons. That's
Yeah.
gonna be our main thing. Is that we all have to buy a bunch of like
Oh, that's a good-
plaster and makeup and like.
Oh man,
Make
that'd
up
be
our
so
belly
awesome.
buttons.
But then I was thinking because if you don't have any fingerprints, you could just have like little paws that are little electrical things, so you can walk around like geckos, like
Yeah.
Spider-Man or something.
Okay,
We
life.
could be Jedis also because apparently Star Wars is up for fair game. We could just steal their mythology.
He hasn't been in anything I've heard of, but he's been constantly acting in little things, little movies, not really many
Well,
shows.
that's good. He has a career. Unlike Jeremy Piven of Wisdom of the Crowd,
Yeah, me
who no longer
toozles.
has a career.
Okay, guess his age. How old is Matt Dallas? How old is Kyle XY right now?
Wait, so the show ended in 2009?
Ended in 2009. That's
Dude,
what we
he's
saw.
got to be like fucking like 40 almost.
I'm thinking 33.
Yeah, I'm thinking like 34.
I'm thinking 35.
He's 35.
Oh wow.
I know a 35-year-old when I
Called
see
it.
one.
Yeah. Look at him. That's his face. And if we want to pull up his penis again, we can. Maybe his penis. Possibly.
Wait, can we see his penis now? Can we see how it's grown?
Yeah, let's just tweet at him. Be like, can we get a progress report? Come on. Get it signed, too. Otherwise, it's not legit. Signature,
No.
it didn't happen.
Yeah.
All right, anything else we want to cover? Kyle XY, is there any interest in wanting to see any more? Well, yeah, you.
Well,
yeah, you wanna
actually,
see
that's
it.
probably why you want to say, got hacked.
Yeah,
Let
hacked.
people
Yeah.
know.
Ah,
Must have been a
There's
fake,
a first for
fake
everything.
picture. Got hacked.
Me. It's somebody else, not me.
That's like Donald Trump being
That's-
like, fake news, but I'm going to sue this person for
That's not what you
violating.
get from genetic engineering.
Yeah, not from that growth material. Oh yeah, he made growth material. I forgot. We didn't even mention
Gross
that.
material. Oh, mold. Remember
Yeah.
the mold? She's like, this mold in your cup, it's C395 mold.
He's like, yeah, I mean, do you think it's like more manly in my room? And he's like, no, Reese, you smell dank and not in a good way, not like the weed.
Yeah. Like the chronic, the weed.
I'm
She says that at one
I'm
point.
just saying, she had to go cultivate some mold when you can just go to the grocery store and buy some bleach. She could have just took like some Fantastic and some 401k or something from under the kitchen counter and be like, yeah, man, just mix it up and throw this inside of the jails.
Yeah, I
man.
mean,
Yeah.
how's Kyle gonna live through the fucking?
He's
bleach
like, she's
attack?
like, no, I have to cultivate this mold and create more. And it's
Yeah, like they
what-
do a whole
what are
science
you
project
doing?
in the
That's-
kitchen, and
what
the
are you
parents are just
doing?
like, "Well, this is
What
what
are you
happens when you have
doing?
foster
We're
kids."
gonna make some Down
No,
syndrome.
this
Kyle
is what
XYs.
happens when you bring home like advanced Android cybernetic computers.
They start a meth lab in your suburban kitchen.
They're just
Yeah.
like extreme Adderall patients.
and
They're
then,
on way too much
but
Adderall.
everyone in the house gets fucked.
That's what's important, and they're all hot.
Oh,
Yeah.
hot. Oh god, there was someone in the lab too. There was a nice person. Apparently,
the lab, whatever it was, Lapdic or something. I don't know.
Was that the warehouse?
The warehouse, yes, where they were going to do the
Slash
clones.
lab.
They had one of the programmers or something. They convinced him. His name was Nate. He like saw the syringe drop in front of him.
Yeah, it
And
looked
Kyle
like
was
they were
like-
in the side of a U-Haul.
Yeah, just like
storage
by
My
the
thing
pond.
is, man, I felt so sorry for him by the end of the episode because it's like, don't you hate when you find out that you've gotten caught up in somebody else's family shit?
Right.
It's like, oh, why'd you drag me into this?
And this dude, he thought he was doing something noble. He thought that the company
did.
was for women who can't get pregnant, so they're gonna have like little Kyle babies.
That's
no.
what everyone wants. Is the Kyle baby's 3 years old, but you can still fuck him.
Yeah. I mean, all that guy knew is he was gonna be like, dude, I make like $250,000 a year to maintain this equipment. Why don't you leave me the fuck
Like,
alone?
if
You're
he-
jumping from the 40-foot ceiling while syringes are falling, and all I want to do is go home and
Falls
be
to the
safe.
ceiling.
Of course, you
Yeah.
could kill the rest of these babies right here, because we'll just make more of them tomorrow. You didn't
And we
even
have the
blow
technology.
up. Yeah, like what do you do?
He wasn't even
What
surprised
what
that he
was
fell.
he doing?
He was just
No.
like,
And,
what
like,
do you do
he's
right
just
there?
an
It was like,
employee.
oh, it's the prototype. I saw the schematics.
Yeah, women are gonna be
Oh,
birthing
man.
here. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great. Is that what women want?
Yes, they want a baby that comes out full size,
baby like
with
that?
eyes like that.
Mhm.
I don't
How
know
do you-
if I want a baby like that.
Oh, come on. This
I
is
mean,
great.
I mean,
You
but,
want me? I'm
You
a
want
good
me?
baby.
I'm a good baby.
I'm a good
Yeah.
baby.
but your baby is gonna like be an adult in like 5 years. He's gonna be in college already, so you know.
But he's
My-
not gonna be smart enough for college.
My
He's gonna
thing
be in
is
middle
this
school.
always, you know, really thinking about that. If I was like, how do you make it stop? Like, oh my God, oh you're 30 in 5 years, right?
Yeah, they
But
progress like
how
crazy.
do you go? Hey, boop! Now we're gonna make it stop. Like, no, now you're 50
Forever
and you're
30.
7 years old. It's like some Star
It's like
Trek
Michael
shit.
Jackson, you guys.
And some
No
other things
childhood.
I've seen.
No childhood. You know what that reminds me of? That
They're
reminds
like
me
they're
of
dogs.
Yeah, they are
like those people out in Paris, California, was it? Who had like all the children they had chained.
Oh yeah,
down
the
and
weird
stuff?
haircuts. Yeah.
Yeah, well, the daddy of that family, he's like abusing 13-year-old children. Like, they're not even all children. Like, half of them are adults.
Yeah, they're around us right now.
Yeah, they're all over the place. I'm gonna CGI them in. But like, the dude has like this awful weird bowl haircut, like bowl shag haircut. And if you look at a picture of him when he's a teenager, he's the same haircut. He already looks 50.
Are you saying don't? I mean, I had a bowl haircut in high school. Are you trying to say that I'm gonna like have a bunch of kids?
No,
chained
because
up?
you looked like a child when you were a child. This guy's looked 50.
Oh my God, I'm like Kyle.
This guy's looked like a creepy 50-year-old who ties up children since he was a child.
Jesus.
And of course he turned into that. Why didn't anyone notice? It's like if I had a kid who looked like a creepy 50-year-old who tied up children, I would go ahead and,
I'm gonna call somebody at least.
yeah.
Call up Dr. Phil or something. I don't
Call
know.
up Dr. Phil
Get him to
so
fix
everyone
it.
knows.
Yeah, he fixes everything.
No. Typically, when people get ugly kids, they just buy nicer clothes.
Or teach them a talent.
Yeah.
Like they teach them how to podcast.
God, the tricks and stuff like that.
You better learn some magic tricks, son.
This baby's got a face for podcasting.
Days of podcasting. Those magic tricks will be perfect for an audio
Yeah.
audience.
And we'll teach about a cartoon too, and then he can just draw a cute
Don't worry
person.
about those other girls, baby. You can sing.
All right, I guess we're done with the Superboy. This is it.
This is
Yeah,
it.
this is
Yeah,
the
this is
bye
a
Kyle.
good app.
Superboy, Cal, XY. Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, did you like it? You guys liked the episode at the very least.
hmm
Like I thought it was engaging enough to watch.
Yeah, I think the concept was
entertaining.
it was interesting.
It was some nice ABC Family erotica.
I was confused until I finally thought about it, like some soap opera.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, now it's
Yeah.
perfect. They just did but they said not only it's going to be superpowers and the sci-fi and the telekinesis, the paranormal. We're
But the
just going to
soap
throw
opera.
it. Yeah.
These soap opera's gonna be dark
Yeah.
and a lot of
Like,
face
in
shots.
soap
And
operas, they're always like,
everybody
I can't
this-
believe he's the father, but then it's like, I can't believe his test tubes were the father.
Right. And sexual tension with all this sexual tension, you know.
All of
And
it
I work-
unnecessary.
But it did make me think about a fundamental part of the new reality, right? And I think me and some of my friends might have talked about this years ago. When we're finally growing kids, say to this, or we're making other people. Like, I'm just saying, if you just make them, can you fuck them?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I'm saying because they're not really your kids.
And
I mean, you
are
just
they
go
really
out there
people?
and say that's his
But dude,
cocktail,
they are
and then
really
they come
people.
out. They are really people,
Okay.
but
And
if
the thing
they
is, well, see,
if they
that's the
consent,
thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
but you could make as many of them as you want until one of them finally does.
One of them will
consent.
we
consent.
gotta make them take tests.
Matter of fact, you
okay?
can
Yeah.
you can actually you might be able to even program in the sensitivity.
Like just make like
Oh, he has it, the libido,
find the sexy
the shock.
gene and
Yeah.
you know that's gonna be like the worst. I thought
I'm
sex
just saying
robots were
that
bad.
is a totally different dynamic than we're dealing
Oh,
with
gosh.
today.
But it's like, we're
in
almost
50
dealing
years,
it with this,
somebody's gonna be thinking about it because somebody,
Ugh.
the one side's gonna be like, "No, they're your children," and somebody else is gonna be like, "No, I have receipts."
Okay, yeah. They may have Scarlett Johansson's consciousness, but it's not her, you guys.
Yeah.
And you know, it is real love, and then people are gonna be like, "No, it's not."
They
We're
don't
gonna
even
be like,
belly
"Oh
button."
my God."
It's not because
It doesn't
like,
have a
at
belly
a certain
button.
point, like
It
say
doesn't have a belly
you have to make like 10 children women to find one that's gonna fuck you. So you've got to make 10 of these people to find
You've
one
just
that's gonna fuck you.
given 9 belly buttonless people their freedom.
Yeah, but then it's like you still have to raise those people. You still have to
No,
raise
you don't.
the
They
ones.
come out. They
They
come
come out.
out.
They come out ready. Just teach them a few
Yeah.
things.
But it's like they don't know how to function.
No,
in
no,
society.
no.
We can
They
sell them
come
exams.
out. They come out of
They're
accelerated
autistic.
school after they're born. They go to school when
Okay,
they're
yeah.
1. You don't
Okay.
meet them at all. You pay for them. So when they're now 6 years old and they're about 28, you go meet them and it's like, okay, now time for a blind date. It'll be like The Bachelor.
Oh,
You
It'll
can
be
pay
like
for
The
plans, too.
Matter of fact, you can take them
could be
all
The
at
Bachelor,
once.
like-
you take them all at once.
And
One
they're
of
all
you
the
can walk away
same
with this
person.
gentleman.
So you've got to date 20 girls that are exactly the same. Which
Right,
already
like
how
he's
The
a
Bachelor
millionaire.
Is. It's
9
already how The
women.
Bachelor is.
Yeah.
One belly button.
9 women, but they have different haircuts.
Yeah, and one of you, if you choose, hey, you get $1 million.
Oh.
So one of them goes, yeah, they're like, you win the show. And then 6 months later, she's like, why am I fucking this dude? They leave, but you grow a new batch, Bachelor
new
too.
batch.
You grow a new
Oh,
batch.
Bachelor! Oh my
The
god!
Bachelor.
It's already made for it.
Oh, dude, I bet if you contacted those Bachelor people because they have no souls, they'd totally be fine with The
Oh
Bachelor.
no, they're probably behind this.
Yeah, they're probably like anticipating.
yeah.
They're working out the science.
They're
is
like,
not there
man,
yet.
we can grow all types, man. We can grow all the black ones we need, all the Asians.
And we can teach them stereotypes. We can make the TV show
Yeah.
better, guys.
How about this?
Yeah.
We'll grow 5 blondes.
Yeah.
We'll grow 2 brunettes. We'll grow 1 short hair. We'll grow 3 hot black girls and a couple half Asians.
And we'll grow-
And that's every season of The Bachelor.
And we'll train one
Every-
confrontational
every-
person.
Yeah.
Just
Every.
one of them has to be really confrontational.
I watched the only season of The Bachelor I've watched is the one where they had the black bachelorette. And the only reason I watched it is because, well, A, she's like really, really smart. So it was really interesting to see a black woman with a harem of men who, like, she's really, really pretty. And the guys are really, really pretty. She's smarter than all of them. She picks the one who's, like, kind of on the smarter side of dumb. And she just has intellectual affairs with the smart ones. Makes out with the hot ones. And then picks this nice middle grade of, like, he's a chiropractor. She's a lawyer.
Gotcha.
It's just a perfect power dynamic.
Do you think that Matt Dallas thinks he's intellectual, and do you think he's right or wrong?
I think he can act intellectual.
I don't know.
Do you think he went to fucking any kind of college or even advanced high school? Come on, let's be real.
I mean, I have no idea.
I like that blog post. He seems the most.
Yeah, he's an actor.
He's a good writer.
He's good.
He wrote some of that.
He wrote the blog post.
The blog post about how sad he was. The despair of people gasping,
despair,
groping
betray,
for more show.
deceit.
Where's my show? Where's more Kyle XY?
Maybe
No,
he wrote the
no.
poetry inside of the show.
Oh yeah, maybe he wrote his own narrative lines.
He definitely felt it.
Can't
You
perform
know.
well.
That was quite a bit of poetry.
So I guess we're gonna make all the fan fiction movies about this. Y'all down for some sci-fi?
Someone's already made the season 4 fan. A fan has made that. It's on a fanfic site. They were
What?
ready.
Oh man.
Just film that.
Wow.
Wow.
I've never been that depressed, and I'm the saddest girl in the world.
Yeah, I can understand writing new shows like seasons of like The Sopranos or something, but Kyle XY. How do you relate? How do you get other people to read that? Because no one's seen Kyle XY.
Well, except there's. The thing is, the show ended in 2009,
Yeah.
so it doesn't have any fans that are going to be older than. I mean, their fans have to be
Who was
around
this
your age
Yeah,
at
they
the
have to be.
youngest.
Like 23 to 24 or something.
Yeah.
And I don't know anyone that knows this show.
I don't know.
I tell people about it. I'm like, what? You don't know about the show with no belly button? Like, what? This is a big hit. This is a cultural phenomenon.
Well, not only do they have to be around, like, between you and I's age, but they have to be someone who watched a lot of TV in 2009, which, like, I mean, I was, like, 18, 19.
Yeah.
I wasn't fucking watching TV. I was, like, studying and getting fucked up.
Not like
and, like, experimenting with my sexuality. That's what I was doing. I wasn't watching Kyle XY.
God, wasting your time. Okay, Kyle XY.
Fucking whole waste of my life.
A whole waste of your life. Well, shit. What? Let's see if we can end on words from the great Matt Dallas.
The great Matt Dallas.
The great Matt Dallas.
Mad Dallas.
Mad Dally.
Mad
D. He's that Mad D.
Mad.
Oh.
He still remembers his Kyle days.
Oh yeah, he doesn't forget. Happy birthday, he said to it. It's happy 7th birthday of cancellation.
That's like Kate Walsh posted the other day. Bad Judge finale 3 years ago today. It's like 3 years ago? 3 years ago.
Okay, under a little subsection called Kyle X Y.
Why? Why, God, why?
Why, God? The only reason that really needs to be voiced is that it was a business decision. Even though we'd all love there to be some kind of contractual clause when commissioning a new show, that it should be accorded a proper ending in the events of cancellation. TV companies and businesses, first and foremost.
No, I would never expect that from someone.
Ricky Gervais gets that shit. He always gets those special endings. If the show is not performing well enough to suit the people who budget, market, and plan ahead, then it's bad business to continue with it. In the case of Kyle XY, the production costs were relatively high and included huge initial outlay for one of the smartest, slickest promotional campaigns for a cable show that would ever be given a major network run for its money.
When did Pretty Little Liars premiere?
Pretty Little Liars had 7 seasons, so I'm assuming it premiered in like 2010. So yeah, they got Kyle XY out. They're like, get the fuck out. We got this cool show
Pretty
called
Little
Pretty Little
Liars,
Liars,
which was a good show.
Good show.
High budget show, high rating show. It's about like teenagers. One of them killed another one, but it's one of those shows where you can tell it was written by a writer who's about as good a writer as like you are probably.
To be fair,
like
this
it's
season,
pretty smart.
writer's strike. That was a big part of this season. Yeah.
Really?
Writer's strike hit
Oh
this
man,
season hard.
yeah, that was horrible.
But did you notice how after the writer's strike was over, that's when Prestige TV happened? Right after that was done.
Oh yeah,
that's
when
when
like,
it suddenly
now we're getting that
that's
streaming money.
where we're gonna put all the writers, because like they can't get good writers for movies, because what they do is all the great like playwrights in like Atlanta and stuff, they'll like pick them up to write in shows, and these people are like trained, awesome writers that can like layer in those metaphors and shit. And that's when TV got good, is because of the writer's strike.
Well, as far as can the show be saved, he says, in a nutshell, unlikely.
Unlikely.
We here at Mad Dallas World are continually bombarded with cries to save the show. Sadly,
Really?
we have to admit,
Does he
yes,
think he's Joss Whedon?
I am, okay? Jeez, I'm a feminist mastermind.
Such a feminist.
We have to admit that we do not have the power and influence, and more importantly, neither do the cast members, writers, or production team. The
Cast members probably don't care. They're
But
doing
it's
an
all-
episode of Law and Order Special Vicks this week, and then the week after that, they have a cameo in Modern Family.
They don't give two shits. They were making what, $1,200 a week, and they moved on to the next one when it was
That
over.
Hot Mom is probably all over Lifetime.
Matt D
1500
cares,
a week.
okay? Matt? Oh.
No, I'm my bad. I'm
Okay.
talking about crew members.
Oh yeah, just
So
only
the
Matt
people that
Dallas.
made it happen.
Yeah.
They moved on.
It's like, I don't know.
Pretty Boy was just, oh my god, I'm here. This is amazing. I'm a puppy. The only thing we have to offer to the confused and angry fans, both new and old, like us, is
We
our
are
empathy.
new fans.
Yeah, brand new fans. Is our empathy.
Oh yeah, in those 60 countries.
Oh yeah, like
Yeah,
oh that hits him
Pakistan.
hard every single time. He like would look up on his phone. Oh no, we're in a new country. That means they're gonna see the last episode. Oh god.
That's how I feel when I follow our stats on SoundCloud. I'm just like, hey, Pakistan. Hey, Germany.
Hey.
Hi.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Thanks for listening.
I'll join whatever group you're in.
Hashtag Muhammad.
Hashtag ISIS.
No, not ISIS. ISIS is not listening.
No.
I'm sorry, Muhammad. We didn't mean to say that about
No, not you. We're talking about if ISIS were to listen.
If ISIS were to listen, then they
Cool.
could, like...
Maybe we'll sell America as a great, or maybe they'll be like, yeah, these
America's-
people suck.
I'm not going to talk
Yeah,
about
no.
America.
We're not helping America.
I don't know her.
They're like, you mean Kyle XY is not a super weapon developed by the U.S.?
No, Kyle XY was definitely developed by Russia.
Oh yeah.
It's all over his face.
No, it is the beginning of Clone Wars.
Oh man, this is a sad blog. I can't read anymore from this.
Let me see. I'll read.
Oh wait, in my sadness, it is with sadness that we must lay Kyle XY to rest for so many of you. But as long as you continue to watch the reruns, buy the DVDs, talk about the story, write the fan fictions, and remember the amazing combination of people that brought it all to life, the show will never
The combo of people.
end.
Number 3
And
combo
I will
with
continue
chicken.
to receive
Here's a
royalty checks.
There is
Yeah.
the-
Keep talking about Kyle XY so I can continue to receive royalty checks.
Keep talking about my
Keep
penis that I
talking
didn't
about
release.
Kyle XY.
I didn't release it. I was hacked.
Jesus Christ. Okay, how time flies. It was 7 years ago today, June 26th, that a naked, goo-covered Matt Dallas first appeared on our TV screens as the endearing, intriguing, belly-buttonless Kyle XY. Oh, God. And these are some awkward... Look at that. Don't you
oh
want
my
that to be
God.
like your background photo for everything?
Yeah, he picked that. That's his personal blog. He picked.
Yes, he picked the nice side views of him naked. He looks like an Instagram hoe. As a testament to the show, it is still being aired all around the world, and every few weeks, new waves of fans are heartbroken by the unsatisfactory
God, he's
cliffhanger
still on that.
ending by the show's untimely. Yeah, seriously, this is what Joss Whedon did, and this is why all his nerds followed Joss Whedon. Like, Firefly shouldn't have been canceled. Disney needs to bring it back. It's like, no, that was a bad show. I'm sorry.
And no one did it for Kyle XY, which got 2 more seasons. Okay? Bring back Kyle. Any other final words for the Kyle?
Actually, every season should begin and end with the telling of a story. You should have some closure.
Should have some closure, okay.
You should.
So they can be standalone.
They got these cliffhanger things, but what
Yeah.
got resolved that made people feel good? Nothing. Everything was just out there. Like you said, there was this chick that's gone to Ohio for no reason. You're like, I don't know what's going on there. And then all of a sudden Amanda was stealing stuff, and it's like this chick's kicking in doors and they're kissing, and the house is blowing up now. Light bulbs, these are starting to explode when they kiss. I'm like, I don't know what's going
They
on.
spend on light bulbs?
I'm glad that I did not have 4 years of energy invested to get to this cliffhanger where I knew all these things happened the whole time, but you don't explain any of this.
Well, for Matt Dallas, that's 3 years plus the 7
That's
extra.
how he
That's 10
feels.
years.
Oh.
10 years of
Dallas for
investment.
10 years.
That's a decade.
Man.
He's a blog dedicated to it.
Oh, wow.
Mhm.
And I don't know if he's still on it. That was just the last blog entry.
Well, I'm glad he found something else to do.
Maybe. I didn't check his Twitter.
It seems like he became an Instagram model.
He just Instagrams him next to the DVD
I
box.
hope so.
Look at
Now
me.
that he's,
Yeah.
12 years old.
With his dick out.
Look, it filled in my belly button again, guys. Look.
My dick almost reaches my belly
No,
button,
no,
but only if I
no. What
squirt
it
the
was,
stuff at it.
actually, to be totally honest with you, I know exactly why he sent that picture, and I was like, that's pretty messed up. But there's this chick that's at the bar. She was like, "Hey, weren't you Kyle XY?" And he was like, "Hell yeah."
I really don't have a
give me
belly
your
button,
number.
too.
And so he immediately went home and jizzed in his belly button and sent her that picture, so he could be like, "See, no belly button."
I have no belly button.
I hope he captured it.
She
with
was
that.
like, "What else do you see?" Yeah.
And then never replied.
Yeah, they never actually fucked.
No, she put it out there. That's when he said he got hacked.
Ah, well,
Yeah.
there's a first for everything.
Oh, there's a first for everything.
But do you remember Kyle XY though? Oh my god, I can't forget. I'm so sorry about the ending.
No.
So sorry.
The ending was okay. I think
It's good.
he's both giving himself too much credit by saying everyone's disappointed. He's also giving himself not enough credit because it wasn't that bad for what it was. You know, like I was moderately entertained. It wasn't like when we tried to watch Downtown Abbey and couldn't fucking get through the first 20 minutes because it's like, Jesus Christ, are we in the servants' quarters or the rich people's quarters? I can't even tell anymore. I don't even care. Who's pregnant?
He's pregnant. Everyone's pregnant, and everyone's having a wedding.
I think I'm pregnant and I've just been sitting here forever.
I kept waiting for a vampire to show up.
Vampires don't even show up in vampire shows.
Yeah. Oh, in Teen Wolf shows, no wolves.
No
okay,
wolves.
that's what we discovered in the last episode.
When you turn into a wolf, you just like your face gets serious. You're like, "Grr."
They didn't even do it though. They didn't even do anything. Oh, that's so upsetting. Like, anyway, Kyle XY, not bad. Doesn't suck too bad. I was okay.
No, it actually was a pretty good show. It was shot well. It was well acted.
Really sexy for ABC Family.
I
ABC
can
Family's
see
the
that they had a
sexiest.
very long storyline that they were very invested in. You know.
But I don't think they
Like
could
you
have
said,
gone
they got
farther.
canceled.
I'm glad they
Like,
didn't.
They didn't have any closure with anything, except for, I guess, now we know the mom is behind a bunch of shit, and that was going to change everything. You know, it's probably why they canceled, because, you know, as soon as they were like, oh yeah, we're going to make this mom central. She asked for more money.
Oh yeah, she was.
And then they were like, no, screw this. You're not that important.
Bye. I'm Matt Dallas.
It's going to be like Desperate Housewives, but it's like the moms, the background moms in sci-fi. And Buffy, the Vampire Slayer mom's going to be there.
Oh,
because she was always a big deal. She was always letting in vampires.
Always letting in the vampires.
It's like, hey, I'm your teenage daughter's 30-year-old friend. I'm also a vampire. Do you mind if I come in? Oh, yeah, come in. Have some cookies. And she lets in another fucking vampire, Mom. God damn it.
It's okay that you're here at night. It's all good. This is.
That's like when my mom let you in. Like, you could be a fucking vampire. We didn't tell her you were coming. You could be a vampire.
Yeah.
She just lets you in.
Oh, yeah.
I love the invitation role. I love it.
Yeah, it's great.
Vampire.
Great plot device.
I have a very unassuming personality. Because when she opened the door, I was looking down the street. And when she looked up, she was like, hey. I was like, hey. She was like, what? I said, there's a film crew down the street. She's like, what? Oh, they're around here all the time. I was like, yeah, but I know some of them. I wonder what they're doing. She was like, yeah.
That sounds about right. Sounds like you thoroughly met my mom.
Yeah,
that's
all right. Let's plug.
That's my bush.
Are we gonna plug ourselves? We plug. Just follow us. Like this. You've listened this far.
Yeah, follow us.
Subscribe
at SWDIM podcast.
Boom. That's the Twitter.
On Twitter.
And that's. Is that our Instagram?
Well, it's also if you do SoundCloud /SW.
Oh gosh, we're losing letters.
SWIDM podcast. No, SWDIM.
So what I miss.
So what I miss.
So what
I miss. With our special guest, A-Ward.
And you want to plug anything? Plug an Instagram or some shit?
Oh, actually, I hope I can plug it because
plug away.
I should be.
Plug it in.
Oh no, I got an email. I have to repurchase alfredward.com.
Well, it will be repurchased.
Yes. If as long as it's not past the 26th right now, currently, I will be repurchasing alfredward.com. If you go there, you can find links to all the everything else. Cool people.
Cool people, funny stuff. Enjoying. It's great. Any other sources? Instagram?
Life, love, joy, and it's all about the journey.
See, that's the problem. I got all of them.
You got all of them. Okay.
Yeah. You just search for Alfred. Actually, you can just Google me.
Google.
You will find a bunch of comedy, a bunch of cool stuff about poetry, a bunch of writing, some film stuff, and a few lawsuits. It's cool though, guys.
You wrote that novella that I read. That was good. Good.
The lawsuits are all from credit card companies. I'm still a cool person.
Yeah, it makes it extra cool because it's credit card companies, guys.
Yeah.
Just follow and like. Mm-hmm. Follow us. Not in real life. We don't want a Selena situation, but
yeah. Just like wisdom of the crowd.
Wisdom of the crowd. Why are we talking about that?
I don't know, because I've just been riffing off that show since I watched it.
The theme song. Oh yeah, we already discussed it.
We're over. We're done.
Kyle, that's why.